everyone, it is Mandy. Last video was kind of interesting, right? Okay, so New Year's resolutions, right? Yeah, I went there. It's the end of December, and I always make some kind of resolution. Sometimes I stick with it, sometimes I don't. I don't give myself a bunch of grief if I don't stick with it, but it's always a good thing if I can stick with it. So, like for instance, last year my goal was to give up caffeine. I'm drinking Diet Coke today. But you know what? I did give it up for a good, 3 months, I think. I went off of it gradually in hopes that I would stick with it, because the other times that I've done this, I've gone just cold turkey. And so I was like, okay, well, this time I'm going to do it gradually, make small steps, and then, it just never happened. So I went off of it, like I said, for about 3 months, and then went right back to it. Okay, so basically, my house is driving me crazy. Okay? So this isn't going to be a personal New Year's resolution, so maybe I'll stick with it. And I'm about to make some of you fly lady people mad, and I'm sorry ahead of time. But I'm going to give my reasons, okay? Alright. I'm not giving up the fly lady and the things she's taught me, but I am keeping things and changing things, okay? Here's what I found worked for me, okay? So, Alright. Here's what I found worked for me. Her cleaning tips worked for me. It made cleaning simpler for me to where I could handle it. It wasn't a big, huge ordeal every time I needed to clean something. She taught us how to kind of automatically clean things, where you basically just do a little quick wipe down each day and it stays clean. Where your cleaning's basically on autopilot. But I still have a lot of growing to do with Fly Lady, like her deep cleaning, which I just showed y'all in my last video what I'm doing with that. So I'm not giving that part up, but I'm just going to change my focus a little bit, okay? Her decluttering, I would put that off every single time. She wants you to declutter 15 minutes a day. And I got to the point where I was like, okay, well, I've done all my hot spots, all my surface areas are good, I'm fine. But then whenever I had to go dig deep into my cabinets and things like that, I didn't want to do that. So I would basically find some other reason not to and just skip that step completely. So I got to trying to figure out why. Why am I doing this? Why? And I feel like what I need to do, and I know she'll say, this is your perfectionist coming in to play, but I don't care. I feel that I'm at the level now with Fly Lady that I can do more. I can devote more time to something and not get burned out. So, and if y'all have listened to her little Facebook chats and things like that she does sometimes, where she films it live for you on Facebook, I've been listening to those, and I know lately she's been getting a lot of comments about this Marie Kondo person and the KonMari method, and she keeps telling us, don't do it. And for someone just starting out as a new fly baby, I agree. Totally agree. That's not for you. You don't need to be just jumping in and doing some big, huge overhaul of your life. So I was curious. I got her book. I started reading about it because I'd seen some things on Pinterest. Some of it looked interesting. I even started folding my clothes the way she talks about. Because I like the fact that you can see what's in your drawer and things of that nature. But I never did like the declutter stuff that she talks about, because I didn't know what all it was about. So I got her little book and read through it, and actually I got the audio version of her book and listened to it. And it seems to make a lot of sense. I like the fact that the people that have done her method haven't rebounded. So, and I don't know if she just means the people that she individually counsels and does this, or if it's just anybody that gets her book. But we will see. I'll put it to the test, because I'm the ultimate at quitting things. So let's see if I can do this. So I'm going to give myself this challenge. I'm going to film it. I've got my GoPro camera that fits on my head. I'm going to look like a dork, but I'm going to film it that way so you all can see what I'm seeing. And we're going to go through this step. We're going to go through this process. I'm going to tell you the honest truth of what I think about the process. I'm not going to sugarcoat stuff. You go on YouTube, you see all these people that think it's amazing and things like that. I'm being honest, I have no clue if this is going to work or not. I really don't. I hope it does, but I'm really skeptical. So she says to give yourself 6 months to go through your house and declutter it. She also mentions that you need to stick with your own things. So I'm going to start with my own things and start decluttering. And one thing that's good is if it's just my stuff, I don't have to declutter my husband's stuff, right? He'll eventually want to do this too. That's what Marie talks about whenever she goes through this method. The way to get your husband on board is to start with your own self, and then he'll see the difference and he'll want to do it too. So, and actually my husband already said he'll probably help me with it because he's getting a little fed up with it too. Basically, we were getting really fed up with things falling when we put it in places, things breaking because things would get piled on top of stuff, and things not being able to find things that you know are in the house, so you have to buy them again. I don't want to waste any more money. I'm tired of it. And personally, I like the fact that she wants you to only hold on to the things that you absolutely love. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see what it is in my house I absolutely love and what all am I getting rid of. So you all are going to come along on the journey. I'm going to start this January 1st. If you want to start doing it with me, start January 1st. I'll post a video up. Mine will be late. But if you're reading the book, I'm going in the order of the book. So the first thing I'm going to be going through is clothing. That part won't be too difficult because I've gone through it before. I'm pretty good at keeping my clothes down to a minimum. In fact, I have less clothes than my husband has. But I'm going to start with that, and we'll start January 1st. Just to give you a preview of how bad it has gotten. Yeah, here's the big, bad, and ugly of the Cajun Wife Life channel, okay? I hide this stuff from you all so you don't see it. But here we go. I'm going to show you how cluttered our life is. Don't judge me, please. Okay. This is my walk-in closet. This is not staged for this video. This is the actual condition it is in right now. And it was actually worse yesterday. So all of this stuff is eBay stuff. So if you want to do an eBay business and want to know what all's involved, all of this stuff's involved here. Shipping boxes, bubble wrap. That bubble wrap box actually is empty, but everything else is piled on top of it, so I can't get to it. Luggage, craft supplies, all piled in here. Bubble wrap, envelopes, things like that are all piled in here. A fan, bedding, another suitcase, storage stuff, another box, tons of stuff. That's just miscellaneous things up here, more bedding. And up here, I've got more bedding that I don't even have a bed that fits those sheets, so that's lovely. Bags, old laptops, more bags, things like that. Clothes underneath here. There's purses and just a bunch of stuff that's just kind of gathered in the area. I've got craft stuff and more eBay shipping things. So this is the closet. Fun. And that's just part one. Okay, here's the bathroom. Got all of our medicines and things like that. Yeah, we do kind of keep them all centralized, so that's nice. Oh, all kinds of things stacked up here. Another eBay thing. A bunch of books and notebooks and things like that. This is my declutter kit. Yeah, I know, declutter, or my organizing kit that Alejandra had me set up. Pet supplies, manicure and pedicure stuff, Xander's potty, extra tissues. Got some things piled up here as well. Big old box from Christmas, books and things like that. We'll be doing that in the second declutter. Okay, keep on going. This is my room now. Yes, I have fallen off the Fly Lady wagon, people. All of this big old mess of stuff. A lot of it's just things that need to be thrown away. I've just been lazy. Things over here. That pile there is actually things to donate. So, things piled up here. Bunch of things piled up on my desk. It's just a complete disaster. Things piled up over here. And that's just my room. I have a storage shed that's even scarier than this. We will talk about that later when we get to that point. Luckily, there's no clothes in that storage shed. So anyway, this is what's to come. I hope to say goodbye to all of this stuff. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my mess. So again, we're starting this January 1st. I'm giving myself 6 months to go through everything in the house. That's my goal anyway. That's a realistic goal. As Marie Kondo says, it's a realistic goal to give 6 months for this process, because it is supposed to be speedy so that you see an end, or it's supposed to be speedy, so you're supposed to do it constantly through the 6 months, so you don't take huge breaks and things like that. But also, you can see an end in sight, so you don't feel like I'm going to be decluttering and decluttering. So 6 months, and hopefully I'll be done at that point. Here's hoping. It'd be nice if I finished sooner than that, but who knows? It just depends on all the categories we have in this house. So, and how quickly I can go through each thing. So, we'll see how it goes. So, again, if you want to do this with me, starting January 1st, do your clothes. And also, put down in a comment down below if you're going to start and you're going to do this with me. So that way I know I'm not by myself on this challenge. So we're going to do the 6-month Marie Kondo challenge. That's what we're going to do. I'm going to call it that. There we go. Alright. So comment below if you're going to do it with me. And good luck. We start January 1st.